Hey, what's up, guys? This is Sean Tan, and today is a new segment and a new podcast format kind of video, right? It's because I figured out this will actually let me produce way faster, way better, and I can reach out to more different audience. This is going to be somewhat like a talk show and discussion. Maybe in the future, I have somebody here, not only me, to talk about topics, right, regarding properties. And this round, we're going to talk about how would you choose in the same apartment, same project, same block. Would you pick a 3-bedroom unit at the lower floor or a 2-bedroom unit at the higher floor? How would you then decide, and what are your thought process like? For me, I will actually check what's your intention. Are you buying it for yourself, or are you actually just renting it out for investment purposes? The difference is going to be very great though. If you're actually renting it out, then I will go for the lowest floor 3-bedroom. The reason is simple, because if you pick a lower floor 3-bedroom, the extra room can actually generate extra rental. So if you check out the rental markets, right, they always divide into segments, and that segment is always dictated by the number of rooms. So did you know that usually 1-bedroom units can fetch higher rental than the studio unit? So the 2-bedroom unit can actually fetch a higher rental than a 1-bedroom unit. And sometimes it's a very smart move to actually convert a 2-bedroom into a 3-bedroom unit, right? So it can be the lowest rate 3-bedroom unit. Okay, so that's how rental is actually determined, because of the number of rooms. Not entirely the main decision, but most of the decision making that determines the rental is actually that lah, right? So if I'm renting again, I will actually get the lower floor 3-bedroom unit. And if it's for own stay then becomes very subjective, whether you like extra height, alright, or do you really enjoy that view, or do you really need view of your balcony, or you just need more space. So that one I cannot comment much. So own stay, up to you lor. So for layout wise, right, I would actually argue, because can I check the 2-bedroom higher floor one like I mentioned just now? Can I actually turn it into a 3-bedroom unit? So it's actually the same. So if the 2-bedroom highest floor 2-bedroom can actually be transferred into a 3-bedroom, then maybe it can fetch higher, because now both is also 3-bedroom, but one is on a higher floor, right? So if you but you come to think of it, right, as this is a segment where I'm not educating, I'm just sharing my thought process, right? Will you pay more just for view in terms of rental? Would you, I'm at level, the same view, same orientation, same unit type, level 6, I'm paying 2003. But if it's level 16, will I actually pay 2008? Will you pay such a thing? So for me, I don't care. So since I'm only renting, right? So in other words as well, the rental rates is not really determined by the height, but there's also an argument posted by my other consultants here, right? It's also based on what segment it is. So what if on the luxury segment it's like 16,000 and 22,000, right? Those kind of range. People will actually pay for view, and people just pay for view. Then it's a whole different story lah, right? Because your view, I'm here to rent out KLCC. So 16 level I cannot see, but level 23 and above I get to see that night view. So that makes my room even more perfect. So that is also one of the variables that we need to check when we are actually considering lower floor and higher floor. What's the difference like? Okay. So if you're really into financing, right, and you're really sensitive about your figures, one of the thing is actually the building schedule. So building schedule for the highest floor will actually get built way further, right, before the lowest floor one. So lower floor, you got to pay up front more. It means you got to pay a little bit more interest. But to me, it's very marginal, but it depends how you roll up. But some 10 cents also money, $10 also money ma. But to me, it's negligible in this discussion. But if you're really into financing, yes, that's a difference. Of course, my last questions to actually talk about is how low is low and how high is high, right? So if it's level 47 and level 17, then that might be a different, right? So level 47, what I get to see is actually the whole landscape or the mountains or highways. I get to enjoy highways. But when at level 17 or level 7, let's say the lowest floor is actually level 3, above the roads, right, then the highway is actually a nightmare because of the noise. Okay, so level 3, and it depends how far is far and how low is low, and those are the considerations that I will actually need to know in this discussion, whether to go for lower floor 3-bedroom units or higher floor 2-bedroom units. Again, these are no right, no wrong questions. It depends how you roll. I really do welcome comments or your discussions or your point of views in this segment itself. So I think it's going to be a very simple one, and this is one of the ways that I'm going to mass produce my content, because I realize if you guys hear me better, then I can actually wave off the subtitles. Right? So with that, again, would you rather pick a lower floor 3-bedroom unit or a higher floor 2-bedroom unit when they are at the same price? Let me know what you think, and if you really like this video or podcast, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. This is Sean Tan. Ciao.